Hello, welcome back to my channel, Mel Stampin' Gallery. It's time now for a Makers with Heart Mystery Envelope Challenge. And this month, it was my turn to send out the mystery envelope. And here's what I said. I said, hello friends, my first mystery envelope challenge. For this month's challenge, I kept thinking about the phrase, April showers bring May flowers. So I thought, going along with that theme, I thought about umbrellas, rain boots, and rainbows. So my challenge to you is to create a project using a rainbow color palette. And I have enclosed some sample cardstock pieces for inspiration, as well as some stamped and die cut images from the Rain or Shine stamp set, which is the one right here. You don't have to use them, but you do have to use a rainbow color scheme in some way. That's it. Have fun. I can't wait to see what you create. So, as you can see, I've got some of the rainbow colors here, and I'm using the umbrella from the Rain or Shine stamp set. And my inspiration was these pictures from a place near me called Umbrella Alley. And I think these kind of places are getting very popular, but my brother was visiting. He's very artsy, and I knew he would love this. So we went down. It's in Louisville, Ohio. And it's absolutely beautiful. The beautiful blue sky. It was a perfect sunny day. So when I saw this stamp set, I knew I had to have it to help me document these pictures. All right, so this is going to be a double page layout. So I've got my two pieces of the White Daisy cardstock, and I do have my Versamat here. Let's see, let me get that out of the way just for a second, and I want to show you how I'm going to lay out the photos first of all. This is a little different because I'm not using any pattern paper. I'm just doing some stamping. I am going to bring this back so you can see one page at a time. It doesn't show up on my white table very good. All right, so let's put this here. And this is going to be the main page on the left-hand side. And I've got, like I say, the picture of my brother and myself. And I went ahead and I matted it, kind of brought out the pinks in that photo. So that's going to go kind of like that. And let's see, I have a picture of some donuts. I'll tell you why I've got donuts in this picture in a minute. And that, I think, is going up like that. And then we've got a picture of the umbrellas against the sky. And they had this really cool brick wall. It was so cool. And then they had the mural painted on there with that starry sky from Van Gogh. Okay, and then there was the light post there that told, that said Umbrella Alley. Okay, so let's see, the photos are going to go kind of like that. I did a little bit of journaling. I printed off, I had some scrap paper from some mixed media that I did, and I printed that on that scrap paper and then cut it out with the with a thin cut, a stitched square thin cut. And it says, had a fun day celebrating Carl's birthday today. First stop was Peace, Love, and Little Donuts for some very unique treats. Then off to Louisville to see the famous Umbrella Alley. Such a unique display of art. The colorful umbrellas against the blue sky were so pretty, and the shadows that the umbrellas cast on the brick walls gave another look to the already fun display. So that's my journaling. That's going there. Now up here, remember the umbrellas? What I've done is I've cut them out, stamped and cut them out, and then I pieced them together, and I'll show you what I mean here with this red one. So you stamp your die cut out and die cut it out, then you stamp it again on your paper of choice. This one happens to be candy apple. This is lemonade. I've also used some peach parfait. What is this one? Limeade, Journey, and Royal. I wanted to kind of bring out the colors in the umbrellas, of course. All right, so then you stamp and then you fussy cut your stamped piece and you actually cut right on the black line. Normally you kind of try to cut away from the black line a little bit, but when you're doing paper piecing, you want to cut right on that black line so that when you adhere it together, you can see the black outline from the stamped image. All right, so let's see, let me glue that one together then for you. And I'm going to use the Tombow liquid adhesive because that allows me some time before it dries to wiggle it around so it will fit in the right spot, like that. Let me hold it up and see here. Okay. All right, so then that umbrella, I thought I would put kind of like this, and I'm going to go ahead and color that like I did the rest of these. I'm going to wait for that to get dry a little bit. And then I have a space here for a title. And what I did was I turned to my Cricut again. I was going to put Umbrella Alley, but I was like, okay, it says Umbrella Alley everywhere. So that's kind of redundant. So I found this phrase that said, live life in full color. And I found an umbrella and put it on there as well and just made that a print and cut. And then took one of my tabs and thin cuts dies and cut that out. And that's going to slide in there. I'm probably going to sponge that, I think. All right, and so that tabs and thin cuts has that little hole reinforcer, which will go there. And then this stamp set from the umbrella, Rain or Shine. And as of this morning, when I am filming this, this was available, but it said low quantity. So I will put the link down below. And if you want to check that out, you might want to go and grab that while you still can. All right, so then I die cut and colored the flowers with my tri-blend markers. And that's going to go kind of like that. All right, I'm going to scoot this over and let's lay out the second page. All right, so then I've got another 4x6 that I have done the same matting that I did over in that 4x6 photo. And I think that's going to go something like that. And then they're also, maybe you've seen some of those wings, like those guardian angel wings that they paint on the walls and then you go stand by it. So that was really pretty. And look how the shadows from the sun were making like another whole another design on there. Okay, we've got some more umbrellas there. And then my brother took a picture of me taking a picture of me. All right, so then we're going to put the umbrellas kind of following along here. And we're doing in rainbow order. Roy, R-O-Y, G, Biv. And I'm going to fuss with these a little bit to get them in the right place. Some of the umbrella handles will be hidden. Maybe kind of like that. Okay. All right, so that's kind of the basic layout. Before I adhere all that down, though, I'm going to move the pictures out of the way because remember I said there's no pattern paper on here, but I did want to add some stamping. All right, so moving those pictures out of the way, and I took a picture of what I had laid out so I don't forget. And I'm going to turn my Versamat over on the spongy side so I can stamp on it and get a good impression. And I wanted kind of this like raindrops or color, just color, because this was such a colorful place. And I just wanted the color coming down from the umbrellas. I had all the stamp set in my stash, very old, called Gorgeous Grunge, and it had all these grungy, splattery things to it, and I thought that was exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the orange, but I'm stamping off first because I didn't want it to be so dark. I just wanted it to be subtle, and I'm going to pull this down toward me a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And let's move the umbrella out of the way, and we're just going to ink it up, do a second generation, and then just continue down the page. And I'll just do this one column for you, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest off camera. But I did want the little splatters of paint, of color, coming down from the umbrella, kind of like that. Okay? Can you see that? Kind of hard to see with the orange. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the other colors and then I'll be back. So I went ahead and I've got the splatters stamped. I got the umbrellas adhered down and my photos are adhered down on this right hand side, and I did pop up a couple of those umbrellas there. So then I was starting to work over on the other side. I got a couple of the photos down, and I do have the splattering coming down from the umbrella. But then I thought, well, maybe I needed a little bit something over here, and that stamp set had some more images, and I like this kind of a stripy, vintagey looking thing. So I thought I'm going to do that in the orange to match that umbrella, and there's a lot of orange I can see when I look at these photos, so I think I want to do it over here. And let's just stamp and press. It's a hard thing about a wood block, you can't see where you're stamping. That's why I like the new photopolymer stamp sets. All right, that's a pretty color. And then if we bring the picture back in there, that kind of highlights that picture. Let's see, I think I might add some down here as well. So let's see, before that, is it here down? Let's stamp it. Make sure I have it where I want it. Here. All right, that's looking good. And then over here, let's see, there's some of these splattery stamps. I thought I could sponge that. That would be kind of cool, like I normally do, but why don't I use this little splatter stamp? Use the lemonade, and that brings some of that lemonade down. Kind of blends in with the text box anyway. And let's just kind of go for it, because I want some of those splatters peeking out. Maybe not real big. Should move that photo out of the way a little bit. All right, let's do one down here. Let's move that photo out of the way. All right, let's put the text back in the photo and see how that's looking. Ooh. All right, I'm liking how that's looking. Everything is pretty much adhered down except for this title and this picture over here. So let's see. I think I can go ahead and put that picture down. But I'll leave a little bit of opening at the top so I can slide in my tag that I've created here for the title. All right, so let's see. Got the tag, like I said, I created, and I want to go ahead and I think I'm going to sponge the edges of that so it will pop off the cardstock a little bit. And I did that to all my other photos. I didn't mount them on any cardstock. I just went ahead and sponged the edges of them so they would stand out against the plain white background. So let's see, let's just finish sponging that up. And then I've got this little piece, the whole reinforcer. I had cut that out of Journey originally, but I think I like it in the Limeade better. Let's just take the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue and my tweezers and get that on that little spot there. Didn't want to get any glue on my picture there. All right, so then that is going to slide in up here. I'll probably just trim that off a little bit because I don't need all of that. Okay, so let's see. Got the tag, got that. It's going to go over like that. I think I decided think I'll pop that on some foam tape. Pop that up a little bit. All right, so while I'm doing that, it's a good time to remind you that this is part of a collaboration with the other Makers with Heart. And there's myself and Dawn and Katie and Jessica are all participating this month. Next month, be sure to stay tuned, because with the closure of Close to My Heart, some of us decided to go with Stampin' Up, some decided not to, others decided they just didn't want to, they were just taking their business in a different direction, so that's fine too. So next month we will have a completely different look and a completely different name, so be sure you look for that next month, and be sure to check that playlist down below. I will have all the other lovely ladies and their videos linked down below. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look at this. I think that's done. I'll probably add some gems or something to it before I take photos. So I did add a little bit, a tag and some word stickers and stuff that I had down here in my stash. But for not using any pattern paper, I think that turned out pretty good. I like the sprinkles of the color coming down from the umbrellas. Yeah, I like the way this turned out. You guys can't even believe how many transformations this layout went through. But I think I'm finally done, and I finally like the result. So anyway, if you like what you see, please go ahead and give that a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Close to My Heart is closing, but I will have the links down below. You can shop the links until April 30th of 2024, and after that my website will be shut down and you will no longer be able to order from those links. So thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube, and until next time, bye bye.